시험을 하기 전에 부가 퀘스트를 조금 몇 개는 완료시키고 올게요. 주문을 외워야 되기 때문에, 배워야 되기 때문에. 재밌으면은 영상이 늦고요. 재미없으면 편집하는 걸로. 자, 가봅시다.
Have you finished your assignments?
네.
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
알았습니다.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
성공. 디핀도.
Very good.
이거구나. 좋아.
That of everyone else.
디핀도 완료.
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
그랬고요.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
별일 아니야.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
그래 주겠니? 자, 그래서 완료했고요. 자, 다음은 글레시우스. 윙가디움 레비오사는 배우고 싶은데 갈릭 교수님한테 가봅시다. 교수님, 하겠습니다. 얘 누구지? 교수님, 어디니 교수님?
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work.
괜찮음.
Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my office before taking it out into the world.
뭐지? 지금 저게 요거네. 적을 얼려서 후속 공격 시 데미지를 증가시킵니다. 몰라?
Glacius! There you go. Getting on quickly.
좋은데요? 레벨 2 자물쇠가 있어야 돼. 자물쇠를 어디서 저기 하나? 자, 그랬고요. 요거 얻었고. 자, 다음은 갈릭 교수님.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand
윙가디움
movement.
레비오사.
Let's see you try your hand at it.
내가
And
아는 거
executed
나왔다.
correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of snoozewort.
윙가디움 레비오사. 요건가? 이동 가능한 물체를 공중에 띄어 움직입니다. FVQE로 조절하거나 회전시킬 수 있습니다. 오키도키.
Well done! Feel free to practice
Wingardium
for
Leviosa.
You're a natural.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
What a string of bad luck.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
자, 이렇게 다 끝냈어요. 탑에 있는 피구 교수를 만나는 메인 퀘스트를 시작해 보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 모든 마법을 다 배웠어요. 북어 퀘스트 해가지고. 자, 요걸 합시다.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
자, 오. 갑자기 업그레이드를 시켜주려고 그냥, 교수들이 그냥 날 못 가리켜갖고 그냥 안 다니네, 그냥. 그죠? 저기 있나봐요. 그죠? 여기 저기 있네. 그러면 잠깐만, 여기다 공격을 여기다 좀 둬야 되겠다. 셋이나 있어? 수종자의 전서가 있네.
Feels like I've been at this for hours. You will regret coming here.
왜?
Glacier. Incendio. I won't rest until
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio.
일단 먹을 건 먹고 갑시다. 여긴 뭐지? 아무것도 아닌 걸로.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
그럴까요?
well, this might be the best meal I've had in years. No, I mean it.
위에도 있는데?
I don't think I
Quickly now.
눈에 띄지 않게 적이 몰려다가면 페트리피쿠스 토탈루스를 시전할 수 있습니다. 오키도키. 너무 많은데요, 근데?
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalus.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
Well done.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Huh? Got him.
물렸어!
Rather unwise coming back this way.
물렸어!
Glaciers. You.
오, 쉣!
Incendio. Let's get this over with. Defender. I won't rest. There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Incendio.
자, 아까 한번 성공했으면 됐지 뭐.
Revelio.
자, 여기 뭐가 있겠죠?
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
그랬구나.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
뭐야?
I will draw blood.
헐!
Incendio. Defender. Incendio. I won't. Incendio.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizardry. But this is different somehow.
Revelio.
레벨업. 아이템 먹을 거 없나요?
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio.
갑시다. 올라가 볼까요? 미확인 손 보호구.
I
조사하기.
imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an
So?
enchantment last this long.
오늘 되게 콩알 만큼밖에 안 두고 갔네.
Welcome to Sanbakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you back in the map chamber.
씨, 깜짝이야. 자, 갑니다. 안 되는데?
A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry.
그래? 아, 미안. 나 글을 잘 안 읽어서 그래. 미안해. 여기인데? 쉬, 가자! 이거 좀 바꾸고 갑시다. 자, 준비 완료. 갑시다.
Revelio.
뭐야 저거?
I've seen this
퍼시벌
before.
레켐의 시험을
Gringotts
완료하기.
and the restricted section. Revelio.
이쪽인가?
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
갑자기 돈을 주는데? 자, 시험을 완료하기. $41원. 갑자기 돈을 준다고? 아이템을 계속 주는 거는 좋네요. 야. 얘 나오겠네.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio.
여긴 뭐야?
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to
Shit.
expect this time. Levioso! Depulso! Incendio! Glacius! Incendio!
아이고.
Levioso! Depulso!
자,
Revelio!
가보자. 상자가
These
있네요.
look familiar. Accio!
내려갈 수도 있고. 뭐죠?
Accio!
들어가 볼게요.
What did
왕상자.
that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
자, 이렇게 해서
Accio!
여기로 가봐야 된다. 그렇지, 맞는 얘기지.
More statues. Levioso!
오, 쇼.
Accio! Incendio! Not making this easy on me.
그랬어? 나 뭐 괜찮았는데? 내려가요?
Revelio!
자, 이거를 점프해서 올라가야 되나 본데? 아니네. 계단이 있었어. 그 전에 여기 아까 내가 상자를 잘못 봤네요. 요 정도로 해놓고 그럼 저쪽으로 가야겠죠? 머리를 겁나 써야 되네.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. I'll never get used to these floors.
오. 요. 덤벼. 기펄소. 기펄소가 뭐죠? 예.
Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Incendio. Depulso. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Depulso. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
오, 빡세.
Revelio.
자, 뭐 먹을 거는 없네요, 특별히.
Accio. Accio. Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
자, 물약을 준다는 건 보스가 나온다. 너무 많이 주는데? 잠깐만. 이렇게 많이 준다고요? 아, 잠깐만요. 아직 마음의 준비가 안 되는데. 덤벼 이 자식아.
Don't like the look of this. Incendio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Depulso. Incendio. Levioso.
아.
Glacius. Defender.
보스인가?
Glacius.
우와. 하게 못하는데요?
Incendio.
다들 못하잖아.
Glacius. Depulso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Glacius. Defender. Glacius. Glacius. Defender. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
잘 가라.
What a relief. Revelio. Another pensive.
헌터 손가락 없는 글러브. 보기. 야, 드디어 첫 번째 시험.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
배가 뭔가 일꿈이네.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
100%입니다. 제가 이제 힘이 너무 세진 거야. 그 여행하는 동안 막 이것저것 찾아내가지고 힘이 겁나 세진 다음에 이제 이 교수들을 다 죽인 거지.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
그래서 이제 나중에 쟤를 막아줘라. 그런 내용이지 않을까요? 근데 이제 저 여자는 나랑 막 손잡자고 그러고 세계를 정복할 수 있어 막 이러고. 이것이 나왔네.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the port key to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path.
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
자, 도전 과제를 달성했어요. 파수꾼이라는 도전 과제 달성. 아, 좋아. 가을이 됐습니다. 자, 뭐 대충 예상하기에는 아까 그 여자애 걔가 이제 최종 보스인 것 같고요. 퍼시벨 레케메 시험 첫 번째 시험을 완료했습니다. 레벨 16까지 올렸고요. 자, 저는 일단 오늘 여기서 한번 끊고 가야 될 것 같습니다. 네, 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 다음 시간에 뵐게요. 굿!
I should ask Sirona at the Three Broom...
I've got spectacular news. The
쟤네
broom
마음대로 한다.
ready.
잠깐만요.
Stop by the shop when you can.
야,
I
지금
hope you will
밴드
come
치고
and
있는데
see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
메일이 또 있니? 여기도 있네. 오케이. 와, 다음번에는 할 일이 여기 또 있네. 잠깐만요. 여기 또 있어. 할 일이 엄청 많아져요. 자, 그래서 다음 시간에 할 일 엄청 많네요. 벌써 지도에 엄청나게 많죠? 네, 일단은 여기서 한번 끊고 갈게요. 시청해주셔서 감사드립니다. 다음 시간에 뵐게요. 정말 끝.